Welcome to Fit4Birth. My name is Sarah McDonald, and I have designed this course material to be shared with all the women around the world that are passionate for childbirth education, for pregnancy yoga, and for sacred dancing. Basically, this material was a compilation of my own experience, and I actually tracked back some notes the other day from 2013 and things that I have just a compilation that I wrote for myself. So a little bit of my background and my journey. I work with natural health since 2011. I have been devoting my entire life to diet and lifestyle, to work with women, to help women to embody themselves, embrace who they are, self-esteem programs, health programs, womb health, womb massage. And then I found out my own struggle at that time. I couldn't get pregnant. No matter how much I was just working and towards something and planning something and looking after myself, and I thought I was a healthy person, I just couldn't get pregnant. I tried to find so many different ways of how to simply get pregnant, stay pregnant, and deliver a healthy baby. And that wasn't happening for me. For some reason along the way, something happened and I couldn't find any natural approach to get pregnant and to deliver a healthy baby. And that's how I immersed myself fully into learning more about the women's body, health in overall, mind, spirit, the physical body, the emotional body. So I went through a very challenging time with myself. Every time I saw my moon time, I was devastated. I was broken inside because I literally just couldn't get pregnant that month. So that actually pushed me to the surrendering feeling of, okay, that's okay. Maybe I'm here to help other women to get pregnant, but I need to study more. I need to understand more the women's body and psyche and how this whole process and progress within the body works. So I just started to work and to touch into aspects that I wasn't covering before, like studying deeply about fertility and natural fertility. So I immersed myself into Ayurveda. I tried to go into the Chinese herbs and studies. I studied naturopathy and then herbology. So I started to immerse myself into the whole thing. I already have been Reiki master for many years. I was initiated as a teenager. So I was already working into the energy level of my body and try to just find answers for my own and to help other women to find their own answers. So that was the foundation of how the whole fertility work started to take place. And I started to discover the passion for midwifery. I really wanted to become a midwife. And then I realized that back in 2009, when I was choosing my own studies, university studies, I really wanted to be a midwife. But I was living in Italy and I'm from Brazil, so I needed to do tests in Italian and that put me off. And then years later, I met my husband and I moved to Northern Ireland in the UK, the north of Ireland. And again, I really wanted to study midwifery and I couldn't because I felt I can't do all the tests again of English and going over and over and over. And it was going to be a lot of pressure for me and put off that passion. So I was thinking about alternative ways, and I then went to England and I trained with Mizan therapy to work with womb massage and receive the massages myself. I went to multiple midwifery conferences around the world and I tried to immerse myself into that. I then was doing all these studies about aromatherapy for pregnancy, for fertility, for hormones, and so many courses that went on and on and on. Childbirth education, dancing for birth, sacred pregnancy, sacred birth, and then I was just immersing myself. My life became just training, study, get better, so then one day you can help someone. And eventually I actually went to another conference, a midwifery conference in Germany. And I really wanted to study with people that I was passionate about, that I really admired, midwives that are from everywhere around the world, that they were there in this conference. So I said to my husband, I just have to go to Germany and go to this weekend of immersion and be there. And I had just had a profound experience with my pregnancy yoga teacher, Guru Mukh, into an immersed pregnancy yoga training back in 2015. So I was just ready for it, and I made it happen. And I really wanted to study with these amazing midwives and to learn techniques and pathways from Mexico, traditional ways, ancient ways of how to help myself and again to help other moms. And I came back. That was in October 2015. I came back, and in November 2015 I found out that I was already about 3 months pregnant. So my journey was developing through dancing, through the mystery of studying all these pathways to help women to get pregnant, as I was thinking that was me. I would never get pregnant myself. And I had been belly dancing since I was 16, so my journey with movements of ancient movements and study ways of how to embody the feminine self was already in my body, my psyche. So then I had a miscarriage, and it was of course a very challenging and devastating time. And I actually had a belly dancing show on the 2 days later, and I just couldn't believe. I didn't know what to do. I thought, why my body's failing? What is happening to me? And I phoned my brother, I was very close to, and he said, what do you love doing the most that shifts the energy and makes you feel feminine again and healing yourself again? Is dancing. So go, do your show, do your dance, and celebrate and be ready for the next time. Your body gonna be stronger, and dance all your sorrow, all your sadness. So I did that. I went, I phoned a friend. She still doesn't know what I was going through. I was very private and quiet inside. I wasn't ready to share yet, and I needed her help to dance a little bit because I didn't want to be intense for my body. It was very natural, was not a big thing. I was just literally at the beginning, and this was just before, and I danced, and I danced, and I danced, and I danced. And I released all the tension, I released all the sorrow. I would go in and I would cry, I would do my makeup again, go back and dance, and everybody was so happy, and I had to be happy, and I wanted to be happy and celebrate. Okay, it's a rite of passage, I will be ready for the next time. So I healed myself, I was doing my vaginal steams, my massage, I was looking after myself, I was dancing, yoga, I was preparing again. And the next cycle I got pregnant. And that's how Fit4Birth started. It was all the notes through all those years. So I have designed material for fertility and conscious conception, for pregnancy, for postnatal care. And that's what my life is. I help women and people in general through yoga, through belly dancing, through natural health, and through spiritual practices. So I just wanted to share this with you. Maybe you will do that one day. Help other people to find themselves or improve your own journey. Because when I was pregnant, I knew so much about it that I spoke 4 hours with my midwife before confirming that I really wanted that person to be my personal midwife, because I went down the road of choosing my own. And my midwife couldn't believe all the questions because I was so ready. I was so well informed. Sometimes we do those things for yourself. You don't do it to share, but naturally you do for yourself, and naturally you end up sharing. So welcome to Fit4Birth, and any question, anything you want to share or ask, contact me directly. I will be very happy to just share anything I can and help, and all the queries. I'm just open for you. Thank you. Join me.